everyone, it's Phil London here, and today we're going to do another Pilates Level 2 Intermediate class. I will give modifications for beginners, but I will gear the class towards an intermediate level for those of you who have been taking Pilates for a while. Since I am on location, I don't have any equipment with me, so today it's just going to be you and your mat. But please feel free to add on any props at home that you know how to use when it is appropriate. All right, so let's get started. Let's do a little bit of breathing and some release to the shoulders. So let's take our hands. We did these last week where we weave the ribs. We bring our fingers together like a corset. Okay, we're going to take a nice inhale and expand and exhale. Feel them weave. Now inhale, I'd like you to do that and also elevate the shoulders to the ears. So we're going to inhale and exhale. We feel our ribs weave together and down to our hips. We'll do that again. Inhale. Expand east to west, take in a deep breath. It's actually really typical to breathe in, widen through the ribs and hold it and maintain it. There's work there. Exhale. Shoulders away from the ears. We're going to take our fingers out to the sides of the mat. We're going to roll the shoulders back for 4. I'm doing some shoulder work to warm up here, because you might be looking at a tablet more. You might be home sitting at your kitchen table with your work device. So now we'll roll forward. I can't tell you how many people are telling me that they're tight in their neck because they're looking at their devices all day. So we're just doing some rolled shoulders forward, and we're gonna just pull our elbows into the side of the body and then reach it out. And then into the side of the body and reach it out. Good. Now, although I'm looking up at you, I'd like you to keep your chin nice and neutral, okay? You want to avoid looking at the tablet. Once you know your exercise, kind of zone out in front of you. I might be looking up, but you can see where my chin goes. Slightly different position. Just trying to loosen up the shoulders here. If you have toning balls or if you have soup cans, you can use that. Like I said, today is just mat, your body weight. Your limbs weigh something, so it works when you just use your arm length or your leg length. Stay here. We're going to go backwards circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, breathe, 5, 6, 7, other direction. You could also be standing or kneeling here. 3, 4. For me, I like to sit just because I don't have to change the camera angle, but you could always be streaming this to your television or standing in front of your tablet. Last one, take it nice overhead, inhale and exhale to release. So that's why I like to sit here, only so that I stay in the camera. Exhale. But I do love to stand or kneel for my exercises. As you'll see in some of my other workouts, I give some kneeling options and some standing options. We go up. 3 more. 2 more. And 1. Good. And before we start this workout, we'll start it in a nice flexible position. Roll it forward and stretch it forward. Reach it out in front of you. Stretch down to the ground. And then roll it back and stretch it open. One more time. If you want to switch, which leg is crossed over, because you'll feel that in the opposite glute. Stretch it forward. This is actually my harder side. Reach it. Draw it back. And open it up. Nice. So we're going to go ahead and lie down to the mat. We're going to sit at the edge of the mat, all the way at the edge of the mat. Reach the arms out in front of you. Inhale, prepare, and exhale. Roll down to the mat. Rest your hands down by your sides. Roll the shoulders back and down. Keep your collarbone nice and long. And also 18 inches, about 12 to 18 inches from your glutes to your heels. We're going to do a hip release today. Here, laterally rotate your thighs. Straighten out your legs. Keep some tension in your abdominals. Roll your legs back to center and to parallel like railroad tracks and drag it back in. Okay. If you need to use your hardwood floors and not the yoga mat because it pulls with you, then please just move your feet to the hardwood floors. Roll it out. I pull my leggings over my heels so my feet slide in nicely. You can also try a towel or a ball or a foam roller. Laterally rotate. Slide it out. We're just releasing the hips, which is why it's called hip release. Take it back and drag it in one more time. We laterally rotate and slide it out. We rotate back to center and we drag it in, zipping up those abdominals. Let's go the other direction. Slide it out, laterally rotate, drag it in. That's where that mat came in and I just kind of bypassed the mat. That's fine. Slide it out in parallel. Don't have your feet feel heavy. Laterally rotate and slide it in. I took my feet lighter on this time and it didn't take the mat in as much. 2 more. Slide it out. I love doing this exercise, especially on the mini balls or the big resistance balls. Okay. And if you happen to be at the gym and you have the toning balls, they can be underneath the palm of your hand. Laterally rotate and drag it in. Perfect. Okay, from here, we're going to be starting in a neutral, which is a little curve underneath your lumbar spine. We're going to gently rock the pelvis into an imprint, feel the abdominals engage, and wrap around like a corset. Bring your right leg into tabletop and then your left leg. We're going to start with some alternating heel taps. We're going to inhale through the nose, exhale, tap your right heel down, and then inhale, lift. Tap your left heel down, and inhale, lift. Tap your right heel down, and lift. Tap your left heel down and lift. Try to keep these legs at a right angle. I actually struggle with that. My legs tend to go up to the ceiling. A lot of people do. Try to feel like you're holding a mini ball right here behind your knees. And exhale, tap, roll the shoulders back and lift. And exhale, tap, maintaining that imprint, the abdominal connection, and lift. Good. Now we're going to keep our legs in tabletop. Please know that if you're a beginner, you could put your feet down on the mat. Your arms are going to be straight up in the air. Let's alternate. We just tapped. Let's alternate our arm reach. So let's reach our right arm and then take it back to center. And let's reach our left arm. Notice nothing else changes on the opposite arm. The opposite arm anchors and the other one reaches away. Think of this as like a bow and arrow. And exhale. So one stays stable and one pulls away. Okay, and that's when you let the arrow go poof, like that. Okay, so we're going to focus on that stabilization in the opposite arm and maintaining that imprint. Now we're going to put those 2 movements together. I let you practice like a piano, right side, left side. Now put it together. So your right arm and your left leg are going to reach out in opposition and then take it back to center without letting that back arch. Your left arm, right leg is going to reach in opposition and then draw back in. We're going to do 3 more. And if you need to just practice the first 2 layers, that would be your beginner mark. Okay, but if you're intermediate and you've been doing Pilates for a while, you can go ahead and add on the arm and leg combo because it adds more coordination to the exercise. It also challenges your strength to move your limbs away from your core in opposition simultaneously. And then it's an exhale. Perfect. And then staying here, take a nice big inhale. On the exhale, return the feet back down one and then the other, and then rest the hands down by your sides. So next is our hip rolls, that 12 to 18 inch between the butt and the heels. Inhale through the nose, exhale, roll through an imprint, squeeze your glutes, roll your hips off the mat into your bridge, roll the shoulders back. Stay here, firmly press your right leg, pick up your left into a march, and then toe ball heel back down. Firmly press your left and pick up your right, and toe ball heel back down. Stay here on the inhale. And on the exhale, roll the spine back down through each articulation all the way through to your neutral. If you're a beginner and you don't want to do the march, you could just do the hip roll. Roll through an imprint, squeeze your glutes, roll your hips off the mat into your bridge. Firmly press your right leg, pick up your left, stabilize. And toe ball heel back down. Firmly press your left, pick up your right. And toe ball heel back down. Stay here, squeeze the glutes, inhale. And exhale, articulate that spine, the spinal column, all the way from the top of the shoulders, all the way through to the sacrum. We're going to do 2 more if you want to make it harder. Arms up to the air. Roll through an imprint. Squeeze your glutes. Roll your hips off the mat into your bridge. This time I'd like you to press into your left and pick up your right. I changed your stability. Leg lift. Toe ball heel back down. Firmly press your right. Pick up your left. Toe ball heel back down. Remember, you don't have to do the march and the hands can be down by your side. Stay here on the inhale. And on the exhale, roll back down. Really reach those arms. Make sure they're not bent. I have to catch that myself on that all the time. One more time. Roll through an imprint. Squeeze your glutes. We're starting with that left leg. Firmly press your left. Pick up your right. Stabilize. Toe ball, heel back down. Firmly press your right. Pick up your left. Toe ball, heel back down. Stay here. Squeeze the glutes. I'm going to give you a challenge to pulse. You either can have your arms up or your hands down. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, pulse 8. Exhale, 7. Exhale, 6. Breathe it, 5. Scapula's nice and stable, 3. Exhale, 2. Exhale, 1. Stay here on the inhale. And on the exhale. And let those arms just rest down by your sides. Okay, we're going to straighten out our legs. We're going to flip over onto the belly. And we're going to do extension. Tip of the nose is on your mat. Hands a little wider than the mat. Elbows by the body. Fingertips forward of the shoulders. Inhale, prepare. Exhale as you lightly extend the spine. Thoracic extension. Inhale, stay. And exhale to lower it back down. We'll do it again. Lightly extend the spine. Inhale. And exhale to lower it back down. We're going to do 2 more. Lightly extend. Inhale. And exhale, lower it back down. 1 more time. Lightly extend. Inhale, stay. And exhale, lower it back down. Reaching your arms straight out ahead of you. I do these almost every class, so you'll see them regularly. You're going to hover your arms off the mat, and we're going to pull for XW. Today, we're going to do 4 with doubles, which means both arms are moving bilaterally, evenly, back and forth. And exhale to pull. Pressing the pubic bone lightly, holding the belly button in like you're trying not to crack a baby robin's egg in your belly button. So you're holding your belly button in like a bullseye. Okay, so now we're going to pull one, reach the other, and then we're going to switch. We're going to exhale, switch, and switch, and switch. If you need to glide your hands on the floor here, I'm just sliding my hands on the floor, okay? So you can either hover and switch. Don't let the arms go up too high. And we switch. Exhale, switch. Exhale, switch. Keep your upper body low. Don't come up high. Switch, 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 and switch. Both arms reach out. Hold, inhale, and exhale, lower it back down. Nice job. We're going to warm up the back of the legs with a hamstring. Rest the fingertips down on the floor and your forehead to the fingertips. So we're going to lift up the knees. Can you see how I just elevated my legs? And we're going to curl your heels in, flex your feet, and point your toes. And flex your feet, and point your toes. And flex your feet, and point your toes. And flex your feet, and point your toes. Any clicking at your knee and it feels uncomfortable, separate your legs. Your IT band's too tight, in my opinion. So if you need to, which I did from sitting a lot, from driving over the weekend, I separated my feet on the second, and now no more clicking at my knee. Okay, so let's hold them out, and now let's alternate them. We're going to have one and then the other, and reach and reach. For today, I'm just going to have you either do what's most comfortable to you, flex or point. I've tried to alternate them. It is extremely challenging, but if you can flex one, point the other, please do. And push. Push, knees off the ground, push. Breathe. Robin's egg in the belly button, holding it in. Don't crush it. Last one. And reach. Hold both legs out, and then lower them back down. You're going to push yourself up onto all fours. We're going to have our arms slightly forward of the shoulders. I do this one often. So we're going to just take our body weight forward. You can see I'm in a push-up position, like I could go down and up. We're not going to today yet. And then I want you to press back into neutral. I want you to cat stretch your back right here. And then extend back to neutral. Then I want you to press back a little bit more with a flat back. And then I want you to round your back again. I call this position 3. And then flat back. Then I'd like you to sit all the way back into your child's pose. Okay? We're going to drive out of the child's pose back into plank. dart-like position and squeeze those glutes. Let's do it again. Let's press back into what I call position 2 and do a cat stretch. Slowly articulate your spine. Flatten it back out. Press back into a position 3 with a flat back. You should feel a nice stretch through your low thoracic. And now, and then neutral. Okay, and then sitting back all the way into your child's pose. Today, we're going to bend our arms and just tap yourself on the shoulder. Good job. You've done a good job. Tap, tap, tap. Then extend those arms out. Let's do palms up. We're going to tap. Good job. And extend back out. We're going to do 2 more. Tap. Good job. You did a good job. You did a great job. 1 more time. Tap. Good job. Just getting some flexion at the elbow joint and elongating at the triceps. Lift those elbows, but keep those heads down. Palms stay up. Take a nice big inhale. And roll out of it. 1 vertebrae at a time. All the way through to your neutral. Great job. So we're going to start with an ab series. That was the warm-up. We're going to progress into our ab series. Our hands are going to be behind the head. Let's inhale, prepare. Let's exhale, flex the right knee into the chest and the torso to the knee. Lower back down. Exhale, left side. Lower back down. Exhale, 3 more each side. And 3. Okay, remember that 3 more is always 1 on each side. 2 more. It's not 4, 3, 2, 1. It's 1 more both sides. So it's 4. You have the other side. And it's 4. Excellent. Let's keep both legs into tabletop. We're going to twist to the right knee and straighten the left leg. Inhale, center. Twist to the left and straighten the right leg. Inhale, center. We're going to add on, and you can always keep it at that first level. Reach the arm across. And again. Okay, so we have 2 layers right now. You can either keep your hands behind the head, or you can reach your arm. I'm going to be careful of my mic here when I'm reaching my arm on this side. Okay, exhale. You know what to do if you're reaching. I'm going to fake it just because my mic's right there in my corner. And good. And last one, because both sides. Now I'm going to add on. I'm going to have you twist. Twist and reach if you want. Lift and lower the leg. And then take it back to center. Okay, then twist and reach. Okay, I'm faking this arm. Lift and lower because I don't want to hit my mic right there. But make sure you really elongate it. 3 more each side, guys. We're going to twist and reach. Lift and lower. Good. Back to center. Twist. Lift and lower. I'm going to keep my hands behind my head so that I don't bang that mic each time. Exhale. Twist and reach if you want that reach. Lift and lower. And take it back to center. Exhale, twist. Lift and lower. And back to center. Good. Continue. Twist. Lift and lower. And center. Twist. Lift and lower. Back to center. Last time. Twist. Lift and lower. Twist. Lift and lower. Good. Now bend both knees. Take an inhale and hold it in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it. 3 more. Exhale. Hold it on the inhale. And 2 more. Hold it in on the inhale, which is really hard to do. Pull the belly button in. And 1 more time. Hold it in on that inhale. And perfect. We're going to take it into the single leg stretch. If you need your hands behind the head, you can. We're going to hold it in. You can hold lightly here underneath the hamstring. And switch. And switch. Good. If you need your hands behind the head, you can. Okay. And I like to inhale between the 2. Nice job. Legs straight up in the air. Last set here, hands behind the head or reach for your feet. We pulse 8. Exhale, 7. 4, 3, 2. Hands behind the head if you need. 1. Inhale, stay. And exhale, return. Shoulders, head and neck, and hug the knees into the chest. Nice job. Roll the shoulders back 4 times. 3 and 2 and 1. Nice job. Return the feet back down. So here we're going to go into a bridge series. That was a nice mat-based ab series. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, we're going to bridge your hips up and then lower back down. Exhale to bridge. Lower back down. Warming up those glutes. They need to be strong to support your pelvis. When they're not, we get injuries above or below, in the low back, in the hamstring, possibly the calf. It will spread through the chain. We're going to stay right here. Okay? We're going to take our right leg and develop it in and up to the ceiling. Intermediate bridge. Flex that foot to stretch. Flex it down to the height of the opposite thigh and point and lift. Flex and lower. Point and lift. Flex and lower. Point and lift. If you know me, you know I love glute work, so we're going to be doing a lot of series of glute right now. Exhale, flex and lower. Point and lift. Flex and lower. Keeping that hip height, keeping the hips level. It's a flex on the down, and it's a point on the up. And it's one more flex on the down. Stretching out that calf, point on the lift. Stay here. We hold. Exhale, 8. Exhale, 7. Breathe at 6. 5. Stabilize the hips. 4, 3, 2, 1. Undevelop that leg, toe ball, heel back down. Get to 2. I always say prayer emoji, the blue sleeves with the palms. You're back on 2 legs. If you're intermediate, this is a resting place. Similar to downward facing dog, when you're in a yoga class and you're an experienced yogi, you're going there for rest. So this is, in my Pilates classes, I cue this as a rest, but it's a working rest. If you need to roll your hips down, please do, and join us when you're ready. We're going to take a nice deep breath in. Join us. And left side, develop in and up. We're going to exhale, flex and lower. We're going to point and lift. We're going to flex and lower, point and lift. We're going to flex and lower, point and lift. We're going to flex and lower, point and lift. 4 more. Flex and lower, point and lift. Flex and lower, point and lift. Flex and lower, flex and lower. Hold it up, and we stay here. We pulse 8. Exhale, 7. 6, hips are level. 4, we're getting ready for 2, prayer emoji, 2 legs or rest. Undevelop that leg, toe ball, heel back down. Get to 2 legs and hold. Staying here. Palms can either be up or turned in. Beginners, probably palms down by your sides to help you support your hips. But you can unload those arms as you get stronger in your hips. Let's go for pulses 8. Exhale, 7. 6. Breathe at 5. Again, level like you would put a picture on your wall. And you play around with it. And you might have someone step behind you and say, is this even? And they say, no, a little up to the right, right? Hold. You do the same principle with your hips. Use your body the way you would do something in your home. Stay here on the inhale. And on the exhale, roll the spine and articulate it back down all the way through to your neutral. Straighten out those legs, straighten out those arms. Stretch for a moment into a big stretch. You can wiggle, you can lift the ribs. Now let's take those arms higher now by the hairline and weave and descend your ribs down to your hips. Like you're going to tuck your ribs into your pants right here. Then arms over chest height. Really press through the heels. We're going to do a roll up, nod chin. Rounded shape for your feet. Inhale, start rolling back. And exhale, finish rolling down. And reach. Inhale, arms over chest height. Nod your chin, curl and flex. Reach for your feet. Stay here. This time, press your arms back behind you. Inhale, reach them back forward, and then roll back down. We're going to do 2 more, and we're going to add on different arm movements behind our back. Nod chin, curl, flex.
Go ahead and bend those arms behind you. Pulse them up to the ceiling. 8. Exhale, 7. Look straight down at your nose. Don't look at the camera here. Once you know what you're doing, 4. Look straight down. 3. Press it up. 2. And 1. Stretch it back forward. Reach it and roll slowly back down and reach the arms over by your hairline again. No farther than your hairline. Ribs tucked into your pants. Last one. Chin curl, flex. Roll up rounded shape for your feet. Bend those arms behind you. This time pulse it inward. 2, 3, 4. Arms firmly straight to aid the work in the tricep. And 1. Reach it forward. Inhale. On the exhale, roll back down. Reach articulation all the way through to your reaching by your hairline and hold. Nice job. Now we're going to do some side lying positions. If you have a band and you want to put it around the ankle, please do so. Otherwise, again, we're going to do mat series. So we're going to lift the top leg. This is a version of staggered leg. Top leg stays nice and isometric. Bottom leg meets it. And then we lower the bottom leg back down to the ground. We really anchor this leg right here in isometric work, which is the deepest form of contraction. It's just the most boring, and that's why people don't do it. Exhale, lift. So what we're doing is tricking the body by using a gesturing leg on the bottom while this one's staying isometric. So we're not wondering what's next, right? Because what's next is focusing on your brain, lifting and lowering the bottom leg. Exhale, lift. So it's my little trick to get in isometric work without needing to feel bored during the exercise. Okay. Exhale, 4. Abs are in, bottom ribs are lifted. That's how we contour our abs. That's how we contour our midline. 2 more. Okay, so this is your all the way down position. The next one, we're going to come up into a side bridge. But if this bothers your neck, you do not need to be here. You can be all the way down. So we're going to do front leg kick. Inhale. We're going to exhale. Extend that leg behind. If you need to bend this bottom knee for a modification, I find that I really like that. Flex the foot and exhale, point and extend. Okay, single leg kick and exhale. I like to bring it forward smoothly. I don't like to pulse it, but there is pulsing in the Pilates series. And exhale, point and extend. Good. Our bottom ribs are lifted here. Flex and in front. And exhale, point and extend. Good. Flex and in front. And exhale, point and extend. And if I zone off and don't look at the camera, I actually would look here, which feels much better to my neck, okay? So watch the shoulders from rolling forward, front kick, and exhale, back kick. Try not to let that body roll forward. We're going to stay right here. We're going to go backwards. 8, 7, 6, 5, breathe it, 4, straight knee, 3, 2, 1. Lower that leg for just a moment. Bend this knee. Take your arms and rotate. We're going to do a push-up. We're going to inhale, bend, and exhale to press. Inhale to bend and exhale to press. Good. You could have this knee down, bend and press. We're just doing a little rotation and push-up. So a modification would be both legs down, or turn to the mat, okay? This is just a fun one I happened to see on Instagram. I loved it. I thought it was really pretty, but it is optional. Last one. And bend that knee completely. Take yourself to the front and then into your mermaid stretch. Okay, keeping that head nice and long. Relax the shoulders back and down. Take a nice big inhale. Rotate towards your bottom leg now. And then take it back to center again. We kind of manipulate ourselves back to our side lying position. And then we roll
On this
out.
side, I'm going to stay in the modification, lying all the way down the whole time.
Let's try the other side. So we'll head out to our straight leg, isometric work. All of the thought process, my top leg is isometric, my bottom leg is gesturing, my bottom ribs are lifted off the mat. We lift and we press down. And we lift and we press down. And we exhale, lift. Good. Now, if I actually look at the camera this whole time, my neck won't be neutral. That actually gives me neck pain. Okay, also talking, we tend to woodpeck our neck. So we want to keep our neck nice and stable, using my kickstand hand right in front of my belly button. Exhale 4 more with the feet flexed. Exhale 3. Breathe. Exhale 2. And exhale 1. And release. I do like to bend my bottom leg, but you can keep it front straight if you wanted to. Otherwise, we go front leg kick and back leg kick and front leg kick and back leg kick. I know some series will do that pulse. If you want to, you can. Front leg kick and back leg kick. Good. And if I zone out, I'm actually looking forward at a couch that's in front of me. And exhale, extend. So please, please, if I can stress anything, it is don't look at the tablet the whole time while you're working out. If you happen to have it streaming onto your television, it's directly in front of you, okay? But if it's a iPad or an iPhone and it's not right in front of your face down here, don't keep looking at the tablet, okay? See what the instructor's doing and then zone out and just do it in your own body. See how that feels, working in your own mind-body connection. That's what Pilates is all about. Okay, point the toe. Last one, and we're going to stay back there. We're going to stay and we're going to go 8, 7. Bottom ribs lifted. 6. There's always space under here. That's what contours the waistline. Even more so than crunches, people. I tell you that I do crunches because I know people love to do them. But actually, in fact, I do this stuff to contour my waistline, not crunches. Okay, last one. Now we have that rotated. Now you can go to your regular push-ups, right? Just push-ups like that. We talked about the leg being down, okay? Or we talked about it being out. And inhale, bend, and exhale, press. I do want your arms wide, wider than that for your push-up. Exhale, press. Inhale, and exhale, press. And again, inhale, bend, and exhale, press. Exhale, press. Exhale, press. Inhale on the down, exhale, press. 2 more. Nice job. Let's take it into that mermaid stretch. So we stretched over, and again, I'm not going to look at that camera. Breathe it. Good. Inhale and exhale. Nice job. Take it back to center, and then we roll it out. Awesome. So shoulders directly over the wrists, hips directly over the knees. I'll give you a moment. If you're going to get a band, please grab a band and put it around your feet, not your ankles. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, slide your left leg out and open it to the width of the mat. We are going to be going mat width to mat width here, okay? We're going to be lifting like an arc. I call it the rainbow, up and over to the inside of the mat, and then down and over to the original start position. Up and over, inside of the mat, curtsy, up and over, and it's just the width of the mat. Just draw a line, up and over in a rainbow, and up and over, and up and over. Watch for arching your back, okay? Watch for arching your back, right? So keep that nice and stable. Hold the abs in. Now, if you don't have a band, we've got to make this more intense, okay? So we're going to do that by coming down to the forearm. Same knee, same forearm. We're going to take our left arm down. If you have the band, it's going to be extremely intense, and you won't be able to have as much range of motion. We're going to take this leg. If you don't have a band, you're going to go far. If you have a band, probably just to the width of the mat. We're going to press up and diagonally across. I'm going to think about touching up to the top of the fireplace. And then I'm going to go back down. If you want to kick the band off, exhale to lift, then you can take the band off. But if you love that tension, keep that band on. You just won't increase your range of motion that far. Be careful not to slingshot the band across the room. Okay? We're trying to get that high lifted position, that diagonally up position. Abs in nice and tight. Don't arch your back. I call this a spider position. My fingers are gripped like this. Exhale as we go up and diagonally across, like I'm trying to touch the mantle behind me. And it's really firing the outer right hip. And now we're going to hold it. We're going to pulse it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay there. Hamstring curl and lengthen. Hamstring curl and lengthen. If you have the band, you're down here. Okay? Hamstring curl and lengthen. Because the band's on this foot, the band's on that foot. Okay? You don't even need the band for this series, but if you have it. Otherwise, you're up here. It's curl and lengthen. Curl and lengthen. Curl and lengthen. Curl and lengthen. Take a nice big inhale and a nice big exhale as you lower that leg down and slide it back in. You can keep the band and then stretch it away. Take a nice big inhale, nice big exhale, and then roll it out. Now I'm going to turn myself around for that series just so you can see the same side working, but please know that you can keep the band or not, and it's smaller range of motion if you have that band. All fours, okay? So we started out with the rainbow, which is an extended right leg to the width of the mat, and then you're going to go up and rainbow over to the inside of the mat, outside of the mat, okay? Let's go. We're going up and over. Now with this one with the band, you can have full range of motion. It works really nicely just up and over. Okay, up and over, and up and over. Okay, we'll get into all different variations in the next couple weeks. We can do leg circles with this. Nice job. All right, then we took it down to the forearm. We took our spider hand out and we went from that diagonal. Remember, if you have the band, it's just like probably here, diagonal and here. But if you don't have the band, here we go. It goes up and I can really feel that left leg now. Exhale, lengthen. Zipping up the abdominals. Nice soft hands. Don't make fists. Don't make anything aggressive. Everything wants to be long levered here. Remember, smaller range of motion with the band. If you're stronger, go for it. I like this series without the band, but I just wanted to show some harder options if you've got props and tools. And then we're going to hold it out. Now remember, if you have the band, you're down here. You're just doing the hamstring curl. Try not to drop the knee to the ground. If you're up here, we're doing hamstring curl and extend. Curl and extend, keeping it high and lifted. I'm thinking about touching my mantle when I extend my leg. High and lifted. Continue. 4 more. Good. Keep that head nice and long. 3 more. Exhale, 2 more. And exhale, 1. Lengthen out and hold. Lower that leg down. Slide it in. You can kick off the band and then press yourself back into a child's pose. Take a nice breather. Breathe it in. Inhale. On the exhale, I want you to roll the spine all the way out. Your head on top of your shoulders, shoulders on top of your ribs, ribs on top of your hips, and hips on top of your heels. Now we're going to walk ourselves out. We're going to walk ourselves out into what's called a double knee stretch, which is a simulation of the reformer, the Pilates reformer. I want you to press low and back like a crouch. Your hamstrings pull you back there. Your hamstrings bend your knees. Now squeeze the glutes and press yourself out. We're going to press back to a double knee stretch. And then we're going to draw back in. Squeeze the glutes. We're going to press and pull. Okay? Push back and pull forward is how I cue. Push back. Pull forward. Push back. Pull forward. 2 more. Really dart out like a long, straight, solid line. Hold. Okay, you can either lower yourself down like you're in a yoga class into your chaturanga, or drop to your knees and lower yourself all the way back down. Tip of the nose is on the mat. You can push yourself wherever you're comfortable on the mat. Open the legs, hands go wider a little bit than the mat. We're gonna inhale as we press up. This is your swan extension. If you need to be in Sphinx, you can inhale. Exhale, as you lower down, rock into your pubic bone, squeeze your glutes and elevate your legs, but maintain your extension. So you're not resting your upper body down. Maintain your extension. Now lower back down. Now, if you need to pad your pubic bone, which I do, please get an extra towel, or maybe at home I use 3 yoga mats. So I have to carefully rock forward of my pubic bone on location. But here, inhale and exhale. Get into those glutes. Keep that extension. Once I'm past my pubic bone, I'm okay. And then press it up. Okay, we're going to do a few more of these. Lift and fire those glutes. Keep extension through your upper body. Let's do 3 more. Okay, I'm just carefully rocking over that pubic bone, as I mentioned. If you have to do that today, you can. Otherwise, you could quickly fold up your mat like I need to, okay? I'll show how it goes. Much better, okay? So if you need to do that, please do. Oh my God, so much better. Maintain that extension. Last one, then we're pressing back into plank and down dog. So we're gonna lower the upper body down. Push yourself back if you have your mat. Lengthen it out. Push yourself back into your downward facing dog. We're gonna run and stretch your feet. Breathe it in. Run and stretch your feet. And it's slow and controlled. Now, press both feet down and both feet up. And both feet down and both feet up. Both feet down. You can have your knees down. You could just be pressing back, and you could be doing a pointing and flexing, right? Okay? Now hold both feet down. And then pull yourself forward into your plank and hold. Drop to your knees. Press yourself back into your child's pose. And then we're going to roll out of it 1 vertebrae at a time. Now, last week we did some tricep dips. Today we're going to do intermediate to advanced. Now, let me just say that you could stay right here. You can point and lift, flex and lower, okay? But if you want to do the full, you're going to come up into a full plank position, okay? Like I said, hips could be down, 1 knee could be bent if you needed to. We're going to point and lift. We're going to flex and pull down. Point and lift, flex and pull down. Point and lift, flex and pull down. Point and lift, flex and pull down. Stay here. 4 on the other side. If you need a quick break, take it. And point and lift, flex and lower. Point and lift, flex and lower. Squeeze those glutes. Point and lift, flex and lower. Squeeze, point and lift, flex and lower. Hold, take a nice big inhale and get a little bit more height if your hips dropped. And exhale as you lower slowly back down with control. Take your arms up to the ceiling and over by your feet. Stretch it forward. Take a nice big inhale, nice big exhale, and articulate the seated spine up nice and tall. Nice. We have to do a little bit of long levered side. We're going to do some rotation too. I'm actually going to do the rotation here. I have my left leg crossed over my right at the ankles. I call it a kiss at the ankle. Now, in this sitting position, I want you to rotate your body under and then take it back to center. Let's say you're a beginner. Just side bend, okay? If you can come up onto your knee, that would be great. But if you're intermediate, straighten your legs. Okay, so you've seen the preview. Let's put it together. So let's rotate and take it back out. Lengthen the legs and side bend over. Do it again. Let's, in this sitting position, long arm to long arm, rotate and up and reach and return
and then rotate. And up. And reach long. Side bend. And rotate. Reach. Now, just lie all the way down on your side, and then with your knees bent, reach your bottom arm towards the front, inch it forward, and then open your body into this beautiful T shape. So we were rotating towards the right. Now we're expanding over to the left. Really gorgeous stretch. Now drop the shoulders down and away from the ears. Again, it's a soft bend in the knees. Nice. Coming back to our side, and we're going to switch our sides. So why don't we review, just to give you a moment to kind of, when we change sides or positions, sometimes we don't know where we are in space. So we did that rotation. It feels so nice to do. Drop your shoulder down, okay? And then up, and then you can just do the side bend without coming off the hip. And a level 1 to 1.5 would be a lifted position, and then the legs reaching long is the hardest one, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and rotate, center, and reach out long, and return. Return with control. That's the hard part. Rotate, center, and reach. And then just a scooping rotation. Nice job, guys. And excellent. Okay, so we lied all the way down. Excellent. So we're going to lie all the way down like we did. Okay, scooch our bottom arm reaching forward and then opening out into that T shape. Okay, for where I am today, I don't have enough room to expand my arm because of the fireplace, but please make sure you have enough room and space. I usually tell people just go down on your mat and see if you have a snow angel. You can open up your arms and legs. But for filming purposes, me as a teacher, it's not always perfect depending on where I film. So when you're working out, it's really important that you carve out your space. Okay, now we're going to come to our back off of this one. So bring this arm back and then come to the center. Now you either have a chance to do another roll up, which is roll to your feet, or you can do a V-sit where we go arms over by the chest height. We start to bend the knees in and we roll up to a balance. We inhale, raise the arms up to the ceiling, and we exhale, slide the legs back down on the mat. Okay, sometimes if the mat's in a way, move out of the line of the mat. Inhale, arms up, over, chest height, nod, chin. Now in this, I'm just demoing. I'm not doing it for real because I need to use the breath if I'm really going to do this properly. And then reach. Good. We're going to do 2 more. Remember, you could always just do your roll up for your feet. Okay? And you're reaching up if you're doing your V-sit and then rolling back down. Last time, nod chin, curl, flex, roll up. And slide it back out. Take those arms to a nice circle position around the body. Feet out nice and wide, finishing out with a plie glute strength. We're going to inhale, prepare. We're going to exhale, press up. Notice how wide my legs are to get the side crease of the hip. And we lower back down. We exhale, squeeze and lift. We lower back down. We exhale, squeeze and lift, pressing those knees out. Exhale, squeeze and lift. We're going to get that butt burn in a moment. We're exhale 4 more. We're going to move into a stretch. 3. Beautiful. 2. And 1. Hold up.
We're going to do some hip dancing, which is from your bar series. We're going to squeeze your right, squeeze your left. Now don't swing too much. Don't drop too much. So we just go squeeze the right butt cheek, squeeze the left butt cheek, squeeze the right butt cheek, squeeze the left butt. I still press outward. You should really feel this, and if you want to add weights to your hip, you can. We go 4 more, 3 more. Sometimes I do this as a 1-minute challenge with my clients. 2 more. Remember, it's 1 more and 1 more. It's not 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Otherwise, you've only done 4 reps, right? Okay. And then roll the spine down through to articulation all the way through to your neutral. I'd like you to straighten your left leg out on the mat. Hug the right knee into the shin. We're going to hold and breathe. Breathe. You can circle the ankles both directions. You guys did a great job today. Other direction. All right. Now you can hold the shin or under the thigh, but I do not recommend on the actual patella, the kneecap. Okay? So a little lower, a little deeper. It depends on your hip. If you get any pinching, hold under. If you don't, you can hold on top, but make sure it's on the shin. Okay. Now we're going to still use this gesturing leg. We're going to cross it like a 4, and we're going to hug the opposite leg in. Why not? Ankles need to be mobile for good squats. The reason why a lot of people don't have good squats is because they are restricted in their range of motion at the ankle joint. So go ahead and make some ankle circles in this stretch as well. We might as well, we're here. 30 to 90 seconds when you're stretching on your own, 90, closer to 90 when you're tight. But for here, we're probably holding these about 20 seconds, but you can always go back and revisit these stretches. Okay, let's switch our sides. Let's extend that right leg out. You either can hug underneath, depending on which gives you a better stretch, or on the top of that kneecap. Breathing, stretching, hold, and circles. Nice. Other direction. All right. Now, keeping that gesturing leg, making a 4 and drawing it in. And here we go with those ankle circles. Good. And other direction. Nice. And release. Can undo that stretch. You can roll yourself up. We're going to go ahead and go into a runner stretch. I always do the stretch at the end of my workout. We're going to go ahead and stretch your right leg forward. Don't let your knee go past your toe. If you need a yoga block, you'd put a yoga block down, a bunch of towels, a bunch of pillows, whatever you need from home. A soup can would actually work there too. We're just going to rotate it up. Breathe it in. Relax the shoulders. Hold and breathe for 4, 3, 2, 1. Why don't we do the other side? Stretch. So I have my arm on the inside, pressing my knee lightly open, but not too far. And balance and stretch. 3, 2, 1. If you love plank like I do, you can take yourself back into a plank and hold. 4. If you want child's pose, 3, 2, 1. Drop your knees. Walk that opposite leg forward. I'm going to give you that option for a challenge, child's pose or plank. Hold, relax the shoulders. We rotate up. Breathe. And I counted to 4 slowly in my head, which is hopefully closer to an 8 count. 4, 3, 2, 1. Either child's pose or plank. And you hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everyone will drop their knees together and back to child's pose. If you're already there, take your hands, clasp them together like your prayer position. We did this last week. Madonna stretch. Drop your head down. Bend your arms and press your elbows into the ground and flex like a cat. And then extend the arms. Straighten out the arms. Press your pinkies. Keep your head down. You might need to slide your arms away from you. Drop the elbows. Bend the arms. Don't go to the nape of the neck. Stop right over the head. And push your elbows into the ground, activating through the scapula. And then straighten it out. One more time. Bend. And straighten. Reach. And then separate those hands. And then roll it up 1 vertebrae at a time. We're going to end where we started. Cross your legs.
Stretch yourself, get yourself comfortable, and stretch yourself forward.
And to me, that already feels better than when I started.
And stretch it forward.
Oh my gosh, so much better.
Okay, and we're gonna roll our shoulders. 4, 3, 2, one other direction. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Have a great day.